we're starting. 10 minutes. Go.
Hi, welcome to X Generation Now. This is our 10-minute review, and today we're going to review Phoebe Bridgers' Punisher album. So we're kind of 50-something-year-old guys. She's like 25, so not our generation. But we're going to do it anyway, right? You know, I mean, guys, you feel comfortable reviewing somebody that's much younger than us?
Yeah, I review my children all the time. Give them scathing reviews every time I get a chance to. So, well, hey, you can bring the volume down a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to justify it with the fact that she works with a lot of Gen X guys, like Matt from The National and Connor Oberst, and, you know, so she's kind of like, you know, a little advanced. So this record, I really dig this record.
Wise in her years.
She's wise in her years, you know. So that's one thing that I wanted to mention now that you bring that up, Mark. I was listening to an interview with her, and she's talking about Connor Oberst and she were doing a side-by-side interview. And Connor, who I think is a great lyricist, he was like, Phoebe pushes me to rewrite and to work on my lyrics, and she made my lyric writing better. And I was like, man, that's impressive for, you know, somebody her age to be, you know, sort of helping out a guy who is widely known to be a great lyricist. So anyway, this record is like one of those records that it's like you put it on in the background and you can listen to it, but then all of a sudden you'll find yourself stopping and like sitting in front of your stereo and pulling up the lyrics and, you know, to like see what's going on, and it kind of pulls you in. Really well reviewed. It's got the 90 on Metacritic. It's got sort of that thing where the lyrics are as compelling as the music. It's like almost like symphonic folk or something like that. I would describe it. And her lyrics to me are really cool. They're not like, she's not telling stories, but she's saying a lot with a little. She's one of those sort of clever lyricists. So anyway, I really like this. Go ahead.
I think that the lyrics at times are slightly campy. Like they're almost kind of cheesy and immature, but the songs themselves, I mean, they're so rooted in like honesty and I don't know, that it doesn't really, it still stay founded as really good lyrics. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know what you're saying. So, you know, like there's one about like sticking your tongue down somebody's throat or something, you know. But in the context of the song, it really works because the rest of the song lyrically and all of her other songs lyrically are really, really good. So,
yeah, I appreciate that part of her where she's like able to do that thing that like us Gen X guys struggle with. It's like she's got that like say whatever comes to mind kind of like fearlessness, kind of like easy cool thing that maybe we had at one time, but I don't know where it's gone. Mark still has it. I know that. That's
funny.
But you know, she's like super impressive. She produced that Christian Lee Hudson record recently, which I love. You know, she like last year or the year before, what are they called? The band with Connor.
Better Oblivion Community Center. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that record. One of my favorite records from that year.
Michael didn't like that record. I brought it up to him one time. He's like, "Yeah, I don't like that."
That's lame, Michael.
I didn't spend a lot of time with it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge Connor Oberst fan these days.
Well, here's my take, right? So I listened to, when you guys talked about this record, I knew about her. I think that damn Matt Berringer song is that Walking on a String is an amazing song. It starts off so beautiful and it gets all chaotic and sonic at the end, just like I love. And so I was like, yeah, I'll give this a shot. And my first impression was boring, sleepy, blah, 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 right? And I'm like, but you know, hey, listen, if you ever want to get good at listening to music and get a podcast or a review situation with your buddies and spend time with records and you'll find out a lot more about music. So, you know, I put this thing on the headphones and listened to it on a couple of walks with the dog. And then next thing you know, I'm just lost. At one point, I'm like, man, this reminds me of Elliott Smith, you know? And then it was that song, Punisher, right?
Punisher.
I'm like, this
It's
reminds
about
me of an
Elliott
Elliott
Smith.
Smith song. And then I fucking read the article, and it's about Elliott Smith. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is great, man.
Yeah.
You know, so I love the production on it, man. There's that Garden song comes on. It's got that real deep baritone vocals in the background.
That
And there's
low-end background singing is amazing.
Yeah, and there's this one part in the song where the line is like, I'm at the movies and I'm watching. I don't know what I'm seeing, but I watch the screen and it turns into a tidal wave, and that tidal wave line is all reverbed out. And I'm like, wow, that's really cool, you know. So there's certain parts of the record that I really love. Overall, it's a lot like what we're hearing in the background. It's all this kind of the same tempo. And the song that really stood out to me the most is Kyoto, which I just wish there was like 4 more songs like Kyoto on here that are upbeat, pumping and driving, because she can do it, right? But she's kind of settled into, I think she wrote these songs and said, hey, this is how the songs came out. And then they went in the studio and the producers get a hold of it with her, and they come up with these great ideas in production and make them beautiful and wonderful. But at the end of the day, I sure wish there was a little bit more variety.
Yeah.
That's my
I
totally feel that.
I think I agree with you, and I think from the interviews that I've seen that maybe she might be doing more of that. She talked about how Kyoto started off as one of those really chill ones, and she decided to change it, and she really likes doing that occasionally. I'm hoping she does. I mean, aside from that, I still love the record. I think it's amazing. I think she's an incredible talent. I think I sent you guys a text. I stayed up late one night watching some videos of her. There was a KEXP in studio performance from a year or so ago, and she's just on so many levels so impressive. She's incredibly mature. She's talented vocally. She plays guitar. Her arrangements are amazing. The production on the album is weird and quirky. They do really cool stuff. Her band does really cool stuff. Like, they're all just like super in sync with what she's doing. It's she's like the real deal.
That Garden song has some moments on it where like it's not even tremolo. It's just like weird choppiness of missing parts of the song that add to it rhythmically and kind of stutter. And it's just like, man, this is really cool.
I think there's.
Look who she's working with. She's working with the 1975, Matt Berenger, Connor, Lucy Dacus, Julian Baker, Lord Huron. I mean, like, she's got, like, legit, you know, sort of relationship.
She's not working with Future Birds.
I think she do something with Ryan Adams other than date him musically?
I think maybe he produced a record. She wrote some sad songs about.
Oh yeah, apparently
calling him to the
table. That song "Motion Sickness" is about how he harassed her. Apparently.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I think the record's great. I look forward to more from her. Like I said, I wish there was more rockers. You know, I mean, not even rockers, just upbeat. You know.
I saw her play last year, the day before Halloween. A place called the Bootleg Theater here in LA, and this crowd was so into her, and it was pretty amazing because she had this younger crowd, the Zoomers, the Millennials, and then she had a bunch of old fucks like me there as well. Everybody was just like so, you know. So she's pulling like this kind of diverse audience.
You went there to so your kids can see her, right?
Listen, when I go rock, the kids stay at home.
Oh yeah.
But there's one song. I mean, you have to talk about that last song on this record, man. What's it called? I Know the End. So that song it starts slow like all of her other songs, other than Kyoto, and like that's the one that like builds, and then you've got the chorus of people coming in and joining her at the end.
Oh yeah.
That's a fucking badass motherfucking song. I think that's up there as one of the best songs of the year. It's just, you know, I don't know. I love songs that start slow and build. And that's
so hey, I ran this one by.
We're fast.
Okay.
How much time?
We're out.
Out of time.
Oh Jesus! All right, go finish it, Mark. Go ahead, Mark.
So I ran this by my daughter Scout. I said, why don't you listen to this record and come on here with me and guys and give us the 13-year-old view of this song. She was like, no, I'm not doing that. Go home and left.
Well, does she like it? Did she listen?
She really likes the Walking on a String song. I got her to listen to that one when I first heard it, but I don't think she spent much time with that. She's more of a Billie Eilish kind of guy.
Okay, just really quick, are you gonna vinyl or die this? You buying this at the record store, Mark?
No, I like it as it is. It's great, but I think I think this is a record that I would listen to on vinyl a handful of times, and then it would go back on the shelf and I wouldn't hear it again. I like it where it's easy.
Michael, vinyl or die?
I would. It would be my morning album, my morning vinyl fix.
Well, I gotta stay current, so I'm gonna buy it too. I'm gonna hold on to that.
We went past 10 minutes, probably because we have so much to say about this album.
Phoebe Bridgers.
All good.
Thanks, guys. All right, that's it.
Later.
Thanks for watching 10-minute reviews.